All right. Welcome back, terrestrials. Halloween's over. It's over. We have put down a lot of movies this so far this year. Um, we're toying with doing some other stuff. So if you got any recommendations, let us know. Um, but tonight we're doing something a little close to home. Uh, we're reviewing a movie with some people that we actually know. Or I know, I believe Jerry knows them.
Know of them.
Okay, good enough. We're doing Chum.
Chum,
Yeah,
welcome to our
it's
lowest rated. I'm saying maybe one, maybe two views on Chum. You know, if
who
you're
knows? Who
yeah, if
knows?
you're here, welcome to Shark Week, everybody.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing all shark movies. Go on Tubi and just type in shark and
Well, all right. So I came across this movie because, the guy, he's local-ish, the
independent filmmaker.
director, independent filmmaker, which, I support Jordan and
Hmm.
his independent filmmaking. I swear, Jordan, we're getting around to reviewing the only ones. But I saw that he was making these movies, and I saw that I knew some of the people in the movies, and I was
All right.
like, "Well, let's watch them. Let's watch what's out there. Let's see." The only one that I could find definitely was Chum. So we're here. Um, Jerry, what do you grade this movie? What do you give this movie?
I'm gonna give it an F for fantastic.
Um,
No, I
is there
really
is there
like.
an F? Is there an F?
Yeah, there's an
Can
F.
we
You can
go?
give it
Can
an.
we go that low?
Yeah, sure. You can give it a fucking Z for all I care. Shit, fucking
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know what the lowest on our scale is. We've never gone lower than like a C. I think
Like,
I've given some things D's, but I never thought to go to F.
yeah.
Is there an E?
No,
How many
no.
Steven Seagals do we give?
This is like a two Seagal.
No, the more Steven Seagals, the worse the movie is. We've been over this, Jerry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
10
we're avoiding
Seagulls.
talking about this movie
It's a
because
thumbs up. I'm not avoiding it. Fucking
I
I'm ready. I'm
I
ready.
I don't know, man. There was certain aspects that I liked about the movie and I didn't. So I'm gonna give it like a D plus.
Okay.
But here's the thing. I think it wants a D plus.
Yes,
I
it
think
does.
it wants a D. It's not shooting for A or S or even B
No.
or C. It wants that D. Um,
Yes, it wants to be a good bad movie.
right.
Like, oh, so
And
bad
there's the
that it,
difference.
but however, they're trying to do that, and when usually movies try to do that, it's not. It holds no like Sharknado is
Right. The
not a good
first,
bad movie because
right,
it's just like you're trying too hard.
right,
But I noticed while watching this that it is a good bad movie. It's like Inception, man. They're trying to make a good bad movie, but in general, they made a good bad movie here,
right.
but not for the reasons that they're trying to
Right.
make a good bad movie.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head.
Right.
Like they go for all the good bad movie tropes,
Right.
but that's not the parts that was the bad
No.
bad.
Right.
The good bad were the throwaway things that they think that like holding on scenes too long.
But yes.
Like they did that so many times. That's good bad stuff. That's
Yeah.
just like,
We
oops.
don't need 10
Um,
minutes of you brushing your teeth. We
Right,
don't
yeah.
need
And we
that,
don't
you know.
need the cat laying on the floor. We don't need the mom like holding the baby. We don't need even the snowy TV like transition
Hmm.
was too long.
Right.
So like there's those aspects that you're like that's good bad movie material. It's the little details. But all the like pandering and like this is how white people die. Shut
Yeah.
up, Antonio.
Yeah.
Shut up. That's not how you make good bad movies. Like
Right.
I get it, you're being tongue in cheek. We're all in on the joke, but you're trying to do it.
Right.
You're not doing it by accident. The things that you did by accident came out good because they were by accident. And
Right.
that's the key. You don't set out to do it.
Like the
Um,
like my favorites that I saw in there were good bad would
right.
be at multiple times we saw the mic pack on her because they just didn't have the camera. They had the camera down too low. Like they had it like facing
Yeah, it was
like
weird. That camera just
yeah,
kept going low.
it was just like and it's just like yeah, I can see her mic pack. Uh
Yeah.
there's
The
one part
cuts, you can see
where
cut scenes.
oh yeah, cuts
Like when they're
another
at Happies, they cut like
yeah,
the
boom,
you can see
yeah.
like the cut. Yeah.
And then there's one where someone's I think it was they were on the couch
Mhm.
and somebody like the jostle on the couch and the camera goes
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's like oh
Yeah.
yeah because no one's operating the camera we just had it like set still
Yeah.
another thing in this house which does have a lot of awesome memorabilia
Yeah. The
also
creaky
has
floors.
yeah it also has like glass over some of
Mhm.
the framed things
Mhm.
in every one of those and in door shots you can see fucking cameraman in
Yeah.
almost every one of them and like I'm just like oh yeah one scene they have our main actress standing in front of a window that's just silhouetted her out completely you know yeah like all of the production mistakes
Right.
make it like okay
That's
yeah
the but
like
that's
it's a
the kind of
where's
thing.
Waldo
Right. That's the thing that's like charming about the movie.
right
All of those things plus the floors that I mentioned, like the creaking floors, they just added it to the movie because they couldn't get rid of it. Like
right
it's just the sound of the house.
right
Those houses are like 1700s. They're old as shit. The floors are forever old. They creak.
hmm
They just used it. They went with it. They didn't try to like not have that sound in the floors. They just went with it.
yeah
But
which is
it's those little things that make the movie fun.
yes
Um,
it's the small things I noticed in a couple of where like um they had a moment where music was mixed into the scene, but
mhm.
yet the dialogue is going on between two characters, and it's like, who cares? You can't hear the characters. The music's too
Yeah,
loud. And
yeah,
then they did another one where they're, I guess, walking the streets of town and like there's ambulances, and it's like, still too fucking loud, guys. We can't hear dialogue. It doesn't fucking
right,
matter what you're saying,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Um, that's just a simple thing to do on fucking iMovie Maker and shit. Just
right,
turn that second track
yeah,
down just a little bit and turn the other one up just a tad, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. It again, it's like the fun things. Like
Right.
with this, I feel like I'm excited to see more of what he does.
There's four more
Because
that I've researched. One
right, I
called
don't know.
Fur and you know,
Yeah, I don't know what is out that you can watch freely. I know that he's selling copies of something. I just saw him post the other day that he was selling copies of something that I might try and pick up. But
I
I
think the
just
movie
it's
Last Checkout is on Amazon Prime, but
okay, that might be yeah, I know one. I think Last Checkout has Felissa Rose in it,
yes.
as does everything.
Whereas I saw that trailer and I was like, shit, that's actually halfway decent. There's money in that shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I one of the things that like you see the day for night shot, you see these things, it's all these like
Yeah, those are
these low
tropes.
budget, yeah, the low budget tricks though, that
Hmm.
like when he starts getting money to do this, which I hope he does.
Yeah,
um I'm excited to see where it goes,
yeah,
because as where Jordan went to like, I don't want to, for lack of better term, legitimate horror. Like he took the legitimate horror route. Like it's tongue in cheek, but it's serious
right.
style. This guy is doing the thanks killing puppetry and like,
Yes, yes.
the full moon picture route.
And I sorry to say, but I find that a little bit more entertaining where like someone can take the piss out of like, okay, yeah, what's our okay, so our horror like idea is we found these shark puppets
Mhm.
and we went and that's our bad guy. That's our monster and shit is this little shark puppets,
Yeah. But
and
it's like yeah, I get it, but at the same time, like that's why I'm excited to see what else he does. Because yeah,
right.
it's funny, it's a funny concept, but also there's things killing. So it's just a blatant things killing.
Mhm.
And then there's also Baby Oopsie. And like they
I
they
would put
have
this
those,
a
huh?
little bit sorry.
You
I
put
would
this
put
above Baby
this
Oopsie?
a little bit above Baby Oopsie. It feels like those full moon pictures are trying to not make bad movies. It's just the
No,
movies
they
they're
got the
making.
fucking formula down over there at Full
Well,
Moon.
yeah, they got the formula down, but it just feels like it's like mass produced
Yeah, yeah,
crud.
yeah. No, I got
Whereas
you.
this
I
is
got you.
just like, hey, let's oh, I like these movies that, like we watch these movies, let's try to make one.
Mhm.
That's what I feel on this is like, let's see if we can make one. And in my opinion, they succeeded. That's why I gave it an F for fantastic because
Right.
yeah, it's not like this
Oh, I thought that was
genius.
sarcasm.
No,
I thought you
no,
were giving it an
Jacob,
F and
I don't
like
have I don't have
yeah,
sarcasm
yeah, I
anymore.
don't
You
yeah,
know,
okay. I'm
fucking
old and tired of
yeah, I'm
sarcasm.
just I'm just
Um
yeah, it's all out here. Like, but I mean, what's even funny is we haven't even talked about technically what the movie is. We've talked
yeah,
about
all
what
right.
the
So
movie is like mushed together with, but
I'm not going to spend time trying to
a mad scientist fucking
trying to
brings
use
back great whites because it's the future of 2028
yeah.
and there's no more great white sharks. So a mad scientist takes like goo from one project and puts it in the doll shark, and then the other doll sharks escaped,
So all
and
right.
then
Let
this
me
doll
let,
shark basically just terrorizes like four people.
all right. So that explanation was on par of how this movie was.
Right, right. I'm not
So
I'm not gonna exaggerate. And then like in the Shakespearean atmosphere here, there's like this mortal coil with a child being conceived
no.
and shit.
All right.
Fucking I don't care about that. I want to talk about the shark puppets
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
we
yeah.
got from
All
Walmart.
I was going to say was I'm not going to bother trying to remember characters' names, so I'm just going to use their real names. Um,
No, don't just
Jin Jin is a scientist that brings back shark zombies,
okay.
but somehow the first batch got loose. So it's actually I think it's supposed to be more than one shark. I think that
Yeah,
there's multiple sharks throughout
right.
this little town.
Yeah.
Um,
Or these sharks have amazing teleportation abilities and
yeah.
shit.
Well, they can fly or whatever. So,
Right.
um,
With
yeah. And then
hands.
we cut to Matt and Antonio sitting in a bar at Happy's, which we have spent many nights in, um, having a talk about how they knocked or Matt knocked up Mouse. And, then I was the main thing that I was bummed about was that Matt played like a douchey character. Like that like
That was the character.
yeah, I know, but like I like Matt. And I wanted him to like get a fair shot at like a real character, you know? Because like Mouse got a real
Range
character.
of emotions. He's giving you
No,
he's
I don't
giving
need
you
all that shit. I
emotions
just
here.
didn't need him
He's
to
giving
have
you emotions. Next time you see him and stuff, do the sassy southern voice that he does when he's a Zambi,
right.
you
Yeah,
know?
no. No,
You're giving me
I
the
didn't
vapors. Like,
no, I
really?
didn't no, I didn't need that. I didn't want him to play that like oh, come on, dog. Like that's not
Right.
like I didn't want that for him. Because Mouse got a real character. She got something that she could sink her teeth into, which she did fairly well. Like there was a couple scenes where like, they're talking about the pregnancy in the bedroom
One to fucking
and
Ocean City.
well, whatever. Um but they're talking about the pregnancy. They're talking before that scene in the
Right.
kitchen. But like she's throwing up. Like there was certain little bits where you could see that she was really shining at this character. She was getting a fair chance at them. Nobody else got that.
Right.
Everybody else got silly. Like Antonio was just Antonio. Matt did not get a fair crack. Um, so it's just like it was a bummer to see Matt
I think
do that.
it
Like,
was
but I'm
supposed to be
sure he had
comic
fun.
relief. Like,
Yeah, but there's so many of those guys in Fredericksburg that I didn't want it.
yeah, I know. That's what the idea is that he's playing that guy and stuff. And may I say, I have been to Happy's at noon. It is never fucking busy in there. Is it
No,
busy?
I
Is
don't
it
get
busy
no.
now and shit? Is there
I
like
think there's a little lunch crowd, but also that was probably
God?
filmed at like 10 a.m.
Yeah, a
when the
lunch crowd
bartender
at this fucking
Gary,
Bowery bar.
or
Fucking
as we know him, Chili Matt,
right.
is in there opening the place, not at noon. But yeah, it does it, whatever. It's not busy at noon, no.
This place
Not
is
even
usually
on
pretty
Saturdays.
busy and shit. My
Yeah,
ass
no, it's
was
not.
there
No, it's
like,
not.
fuck no, it's not.
Yeah, we've been the guys that were there at noon drinking beers, and no, it's not. Maybe it is
Right.
now. I don't know because it's completely different than when we were there. But
Yeah. Yeah, it looked
but yeah,
nice. You know,
yeah.
fucking the
Let's
little brick
yeah, no,
wall.
right?
You
Yeah.
know,
Who
all you
knew
had
if
to
you took
do,
down all that shitty
yeah,
wood off the walls, it
all you
would be a
had to
nice
do
brick
was
wall.
like pan like 30 degrees over and you would see, oh, there's literally just piss covered fucking crap all over the place.
No, there's not anymore. You should go down there.
No, no,
It's
because
nice,
I like
nice
that.
brick walls. The entire wall behind the bar, the mirror is covered in stickers now.
Ugh.
Um, but yeah, and the bathroom has a mirror that's probably 80 inches big. So you can just stare at your dick while you're pissing.
Nice.
It's the strangest thing that I've ever seen. Uh,
Fuck.
Oddly, not that many carvings in the mirror. A lot of people respect that
Oh,
mirror is
yeah.
there for some reason.
Oh, I
I don't
guess
know
this
why.
new crowd and
Um,
stuff, you know.
but
Yeah.
all right, let's hop back to the movie, not fun times at Happy's.
Right.
The shark puppets. Let's just dig into it.
Purchased at Walmart. Fucking
Yeah, I do wish so. Mouse gets to fight a full shark. I
right. That
wish
you
we got to see more full shark.
kind of see that full
Well,
shark. Or oh, are you
no, no,
talking
no.
about
When
when
she's
she's
like,
like,
at the end.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That is the only time you see a full shark. I wish we saw more full shark in it, or that they had painted a glove gray and got more shark versus just that, like, just right there, that little bit.
Right.
Uh,
I think it would have been better if like they would have taken like, 26 bucks, bought a thing of latex and maybe like take the shark puppets and kind of like form them into like some kind of like critter or creature that is unrecognizable, you know. I think that may have it been different. Fuck, I don't, you know, but
um,
like I
yeah,
think that would have been a little bit because the shark puppet, it's like I get it, but then like my brain's like, wait a minute, how are the sharks getting around? Fucking don't sharks swim in the water? Fuck.
not these zombie sharks. They can come out on land. They don't
I
need water
guess.
to breathe, but they don't need water to breathe anymore because they're zombies.
Right, right,
So they just like the zombies can walk underwater and Land of the Dead. These ones are which Day of the Dead,
right.
whichever one. Um, these
The
ones
dead.
can swim on land
Yeah,
because they don't need water to breathe. That's all.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's small smacks of just like like when you're doing a movie, it's like Well, obviously they're just trying to like be the funny. Like, oh,
Hmm.
it's a shark puppet from, purchased, like at a kid's like
Right.
beachfront, store and stuff. Instead of like, oh, we can take that and throw a little spray paint and maybe some, this and that with silicone and create our own little monster. No, I ain't
Yeah,
doing that shit.
I think that possibly had they Googled a little bit more, they could have found a better or bigger shark puppet that would
Maybe.
have lended itself a little bit better. Um, but they had what they had.
I did like the sound effect they used for the shark, like
Where it's
noise.
talking and
Yeah.
echoing and a child laughter sound,
Like
like
like if any movie I can compare this to, but like a better version, like this movie's a better version of Things where it kind of has like what,
yeah,
why,
yeah.
that's what it reminds me of. If anybody out there has ever seen Things, this is just like a better version of Things because they know how to record audio and know how to light a situation, or you kind of understand what's going on, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I mean, overall, it was a fun experience to watch. I'm glad I
Yeah,
watched it. Um,
I would recommend it,
it
you
was
know.
this or Maxine, and I chose this one.
Hmm.
So, um,
Oh, don't worry, this is Shark Week, man. Fucking, we're going all out on fucking.
no,
There's
is
like
it
a
Shark
mil.
Week?
No, Shark
Oh,
Week's like in
oh,
the
oh.
summer,
I don't
so.
know. Whatever.
But
Um,
like I just love these because I typed this into Tubi and like 50
oh,
shark
I
movies made
know,
by the same
I know.
people, not by
Uh,
these
right,
these
right. Not
filmmakers,
these
but
same
just
people, but
like how many weird independent low budget shark movies can we make?
mhm.
And it's miraculous. It's just like,
Ah, so
yes.
many. Now, here's the thing, right? The cover of this movie has a pretty decent looking CGI shark.
Right.
I was really hoping that they pulled out one CGI big shark somehow. Like it just like fell out of the toilet or something.
Yeah.
Like I at one point I was like maybe Mouse is pregnant with a shark hybrid human
That's where I
person
thought it was
or
going.
something. Yeah, yeah. But it didn't go that route. Maybe in Chum 2 or
Maybe.
something. But yeah, it was just
The
very
chummening.
yeah. Um but I don't know. It was fun. I'm glad I watched it. I'm going to continue to find more of his things.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, it's not so bad that it's incoherent to watch. You can
No.
watch it, you know, and I see the filmmaking process. Like if I was a film professor in like some college, and I
Right.
have like the future Steven Spielberg there, who's going to be directing like the next Marvel movies or whatever, I would put this definitely on and say, okay, this is kind of what you don't do, but how could you do this? Because
Right.
these motherfuckers made a movie, and that's
Yeah.
anytime someone wants to like, like y'all are just bad mouthing this and stuff. It's like, no, they
No,
made a
no,
movie.
because at
I'm
the end of the day,
proud.
they
I'm
made a movie.
proud.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's what I said. I'm going to continue to watch his movies. I'm going to
Yeah.
support them. I know Mouse is in more. I'd like to see what else her range can do. I
Yeah.
think that hopefully maybe one day she'll get a shot at like a full-fleshed character that's not just the eye candy for the movie. And I would like to see what Matt can do. Um,
She
I'd
had
like
the
to
only
see.
drama with the
That's what I'm saying.
baby and
Like,
like the
right.
whole but
But
also because
also
I
she
think the
was very
comedy.
obviously just the eye candy as well.
Oh yeah, but I
So it
think the
was just
comedy
like
was dangling. Like the whole I'm making a sandwich. I'm trying to clean up.
that
Like
was
that
kind of
thing.
funny. That
Yeah,
was fun.
that's
But
like
that's when I wanted Matt to have a serious character. Was like I like she again, she's got this straight character that is putting things away, which
Right.
doesn't make sense, but whatever. But then he's like, "Come on, girl, I told you I'm trying to make a sandwich. Why you put like
Now,
I wish they would have given him a realistic character
are
to
you saying
do."
this because you know him personally? Because you
Yeah,
know
well,
what he's like when he's not acting. But
yeah,
if
I
this
guess. I
if
guess, yeah.
this would have been like some random and just been like, nope, he's an asshole. That's his character. He's just an
But
asshole.
no, well, no, because I feel like that character didn't really fit the movie well. Like, okay, if you want to do the shitty, see, the way it feels is they made him a shitty guy that knocked this girl up.
Yeah,
They never
shitty
really felt
boyfriend.
like a couple very
Right.
much.
I got you the
Except
news.
for, yeah, except for like the one time that they talked about moving and, you always forget, like, those little bits made him feel like a couple, but overall they didn't really feel like a couple. They
Right.
felt like, more of just people
Roommates.
who were, yeah, people who were sleeping together.
Right.
um but I just wanted to see it. I just wanted to see him flushed out more for the role, because like back at that, like, if they would have given her a goofy role, like, imagine her having that same tone towards him, or the roles were reversed. It just doesn't fit the movie.
Okay.
So it's not, yes, it's because I know him and I would like him to have a better something to do, like his character to be more serious, to give him a
Right.
better shot. But also the character just didn't really fit the movie well. Now, if Antonio had that, like, that dumb, like, best friend silliness to it, but it's like they role reversed it. It was like,
Hmm.
because in the movie you always got the straight, like, hero-ish type guy, and then the goofy
Yeah.
friend. This is it's the role reversal. Like in Christine, you got the nerdy guy that gets the car, and then the jock guy.
Hmm.
They reversed them. The jock now has the car, and the nerdy guy is the guy that
Right.
loses the
And that
football game by
probably
breaking.
also would have been better too, because then in the movie, we're introduced to flannel shirt sheriff, and it's just like
Yeah,
he he's there for one moment. He has a great bit where the shark comes up at the in the truck and he
car,
punches it,
but yes.
and but then he just shows up at the end to be like, I'm hero man,
Yeah.
and I think it would have been better if it would have been, instead of I'm hero man, I showed up for the last 5 seconds of the movie, it would have been like the best friend in that
Mhm,
hero man type of, or not even just a hero man. It would have been just her,
mhm.
just going
Yeah,
through
I
the
don't think
motions.
that the cop thing was necessary. I think that it would have probably
No.
been better if she handled it herself. Um, but whatever. He wanted to be in the movie
Yeah. It's just
somehow.
like all of the kills in this movie, like especially a couple of where the sharks really attack are outside of the house, to say this is happening out there, but because we
Mhm,
have no sense of like longitude, latitude, it's just like this is just happening like in another world,
mhm,
kind of. I think it would have been better timing wise if all of those incidents happened at the house,
mhm,
you know you like just invite your actresses over, maybe instead of the baby, the girl with the glasses gets bit by the shark,
mhm,
maybe instead of the cat, the one actress with the cat, Mr. Floofy or whatever the cat's name
mhm.
was, the shark's attack. We gotta build up some
Well, all
tension other
that,
than, well, the shark ate the guy's balls.
all that is the off s- camera kills, right?
Right,
Because
right,
the baby dies, the mom dies,
right,
the cat gets eaten, the woman dies.
right.
Like, they don't even hint that that woman is going to die, but us knowing how these movies go, we know that she dies. But
Hmm.
you would think that these people got away. You think that the mom gets away. You think that the cat owners gets away, because they don't show the shark even going after them and then cutting the scene. They just show the shark eating the cat and then going to the next scene that has nothing to do with them anymore.
Right.
Same thing with the baby. It's like those are the little mistakes where you're like, that you should have done
Yeah,
like
you got
2 more seconds
closure.
of filming and then cut.
Like I know
But
what's
yeah,
happening. So,
yeah.
but I think it would have been better to have all of our cast together, you know, instead of saying, oh, this happened at like the neighbor's house and this happened at the house down the street, you know. It's like, no, just put them all together and stuff. This incident with the girl with the glasses, that happened at the house, you know,
Mhm,
so they could do the where's Barbara or whatever her
mhm.
name is, you know, I don't know her name. So that idea, but it's probably shot like different, like all of the main stuff probably was shot on like, you know, 4 weekends and all of that other stuff that was shot like 6 months in advance.
I did notice that. So they're at Mouse's house.
Yeah.
They're at Happy's. These are all the Fredericksburg area.
Mm-hmm.
They kept doing aerial shots of
Not
not
Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg. It was like North Carolina
Yeah.
or like
They got
some
that.
other area.
Yeah. Just a simple search probably on like get image of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
drone shot of town, drone
yeah,
shot of suburb town, you know,
yeah, yeah.
shit
It was
like
probably
that.
yeah, geek
So,
footage. But yeah, yeah. I just kept noticing. I was like, that's not the
yeah, that's
bird,
nowhere
bro.
near as fucking
That's not the bird.
like yeah, it's like there's
There
yeah.
is a shot where I recognize the buildings, like, but like two of the three drone shots, I'm like, that's not the bird.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah, it's not the Berg. Definitely. But well, you know, hey, the
they made a
drones are
movie.
expensive. Yeah, they
That's
made a
true.
movie.
They made a movie. You should have called Brian. Barsanti has one. So,
Yeah, but
but
they need one that would match up the camera focus because if everything is this real nice like HD quality camera footage and then all of a sudden you have like cell phone potato quality on a drone shot, it's
no,
just
no,
like
his drone's pretty decent.
okay.
He spent like decent money on a drone. But yeah, yeah, they made a movie and it was a good one, and I want to see more of what they do, and I hope Matt and Mouse get more in
Yeah, I'm excited
fleshing
for
out
this.
characters. We'll probably maybe we'll go down this road
I
more
do
as
want to
it
see
comes
the other
along.
ones. I noticed
Yeah.
I looked at a couple and it's fun
He has
to
one, let me find my phone real quick. He has one that's for sale on Facebook. He was just talking about for
it
sale. Let me see
might be
which
the
one it
last
is.
checkout because it's called there's this Chum
No,
for
Zombear.
yeah, Zombear and the last checkout that I saw.
Okay. Keep an eye
So
out for DVD, VHS, and t-shirts. I'll have a VHS or two if you have them. There we go. Let's see what he says to that. Probably
nice.
nothing. Um,
Yeah. We're giving you publicity, motherfucker. Go check out this movie on Tubi. But while you do that, Jacob, let's get
hold on, hold on.
serious. Oh,
All right, go ahead.
let's get serious on it. Jacob, would you go see this in the theater? Do you think this would ever play in the theater? No, I can't say that. Fucking
No,
no.
no,
Is it?
no, no.
Would you go see it in the theater?
No, no. This feels right at home.
This feels right at home. Yeah, that's a good one. Uh, Jacob, would you buy a physical copy of this, even though we
I,
just literally saw you
yeah,
texting the
just
creator of the movie
yeah,
for physical copies of
yeah,
another one of his movies?
yeah.
So would you
So
own
no, obviously not. Yes.
one?
Yes, I
Right.
would own this.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind one, shit. Jacob, is this a cult classic?
So here's the thing.
Can this be a cult classic?
Absolutely.
Do you think this one could be a cult classic? Yeah, I think it
Well,
could.
yeah, I think at this rate, any of these could be cult classics. Any of these
Right,
movies that he's doing. The potential, the probability is hard, but the
right.
potential is there. That's
I
what I'll
agree
say.
with that. Yeah, like enough flack on it, you get could get interest in it. Yeah, I'll say yeah. So, Jacob, would you recommend this movie to,
Yeah,
Jehovah's Witnesses or whatever?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I mean it's a fun fucking movie. Like
yeah,
there's a lot of things wrong with it, and of course, as we review it, we have to point all those things out, but there's a lot of fun aspects of it, and
yeah.
it's fun to it's
I think
fun.
that's what makes it fun is that because we know that they're purposefully trying to make that thanks Thanksgiving, you know, or
Thanks.
Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
not Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
that's what makes the enjoyment of it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Fucking even if there is no such thing, like they should just like next one, just get fake boom mics to fall into the screen and shit, or
Right,
fucking
yeah, exactly.
just like do a cut where it's like in action.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
I thought I told you, that like Black
I
Dynamite
will
type of
say
thing.
that that first guy, scientist guy, that
Yeah.
was horrible. And he put it, and I was scared that it was going to be that quality of bad, and I was getting mad.
I thought he
And
was
then,
reading his script on the
yeah,
table.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It sounded like
That,
one of our reviews because he
yeah,
kept doing ums and likes, and I was
yeah,
just like,
yeah, yeah.
"Hey, this guy would
It's
work great on this channel. This is awesome." This movie was made for us. I mean, their production's called like what something trash, video trash.
smoking bacon.